Alex here with Habitat Vans. We're here today in beautiful Whistler, British Columbia, and we've got a tour for you of this 148 Transit in high roof, all-wheel drive and EcoBoost. We're based in Pemberton, just a couple of hours north of Vancouver here in Canada. We got started building vans back actually in the UK. As everyone does over COVID, we wanted to make something for ourselves and go and see Europe. And we felt that what was on the market wasn't quite doing it for us. We wanted to make something more modular and ultimately produce a kit that many people could put in their vans and convert them more easily. So come inside and let's check this van out. So starting here on the passenger side of the van with the sliding door, we have our main kitchen galley. This is a really solid 1/2-inch Baltic Birch build with the Formica faces. On top we have a single induction, and then over here we've got a bamboo cover which lifts off, becomes a chopping board, and our sink with a pull-up tap which rotates, and we can also pull this way out and use that as a shower to spray off outside. So we have 30 gallons of fresh water in the back and 10 litres of hot water. This will last anywhere between 3 and 5 days, depending on if we're showering really or not. One of our signatures is this big pantry, full depth pull out, and yeah, just tons of food storage. Accessible from both sides, a really nice feature in all our vans. And we lock here with the RV Labs latch. Over here we have 3 drawers with custom cut inserts to fit exactly the client's needs. A middle catch-all and another big deep drawer.
I'm Nate Murphy, author of the Van Conversion Guide, and I just want to let you know that I'm running a free online training which will teach you how to make van life free or profitable. I will show you how to choose a van and build it out and avoid the one big mistake that most people make. I will show you how I made van life completely free and a bunch of other stuff that people don't really talk about. If you'd like to join, click the link here or in the description and I'll see you there.
So over on the driver's side of the van, we've got our kitchen unit here with the fridge. So we have the Dometic 80-litre fridge and freezer. Great little 12-volt fridge there. And then a nice big drawer. That's kind of a big catch-all here. Nothing on this countertop, so great chopping space, and we can just do food prep here, turn around and cook over here. Finally down here we have a little bench seat with a table, and that works between the swivel driver's chair and this seat. And then another big drawer. Our client just recently got a cat, and so cat food is stored in there. Overhead cabinets here, they're set back a bit, so we've got this nice kind of space in the middle. We're not hitting our heads on these. They have a compression latch which is super secure, so anything inside isn't going to be able to open this. And then this opens up and stops just before the ceiling. And so for most people, I'm 6'6", but for most people you're going to be well under this. Over on this side we've got one of our main wall panels. And for us, the way we look at the van builds, and particularly the kit, is to try and include as many features as possible. We've got our inbuilt trim here, which is contoured and cut back to meet the AM Auto slider window here. And then we also hide a little ultrasonic touch sensor in here. So when you touch that, this brings on the light above, and you can touch and hold to dim. It just keeps things really sleek and simple. From where I'm sat now, we've got our little work area. You know, the ability to dine or work with someone in the front seat. The table can be swiveled into many different configurations here. So looking into the back of the van now, we have our bed system. We call it the range bed system, and it allows you to lower or raise the bed. So it's not a bed which goes up and down, you know, in daily use, but it gives you a versatile platform with the framing behind the wall and the bed itself to, you know, put that where you want. You can also do bunk beds. This particular bed in here is a queen size in width and almost a queen size in length. We've got the van speed flares on the outside, which give that extra depth here into the pocket. And then we have our windows. So on either side, we have a slider window with a mosquito screen, supplemented with a fan above here. Just gives awesome ventilation in the night really most of the time removes the need for AC. Okay, so looking at our controls here, we like to keep a pretty simple control package, no big dials and gauges. Starting from the top, we've got our S-bar control for our heater, which is under the front seat. Over here, we like these touch sensors, but we always want our main lights to be really tactile. So we have a dual zone dimmer. This is front, this is back, and we can press it in to turn on off. Over here in reverse order, we've got our USB on the bottom, 120 volt here, and then our EcoFlow screen. We use the EcoFlow system because of its ease of installation and maintenance. For people installing a kit at home, it's almost plug and play. And then for our customer vans too, we find if someone's going to go off, up to Alaska, down to the desert, and there is a problem, it's much easier to support them with this system. We can send them spare parts out, they can be swapped in, plug and play. And there's a phone app, so when you're in the front, if you want to turn the lights on and off, turn the water heater on and off, you can do all that from your phone. Okay, we're done up front, so let's go and check the garage out. So one of the things that is important to basically everyone in a van is the garage space. We want to take a lot of stuff with us, and so we've got a really big space here for that. Center stage in the middle is our bike tray. Most of the time this is used for bikes, but our client actually has a bike rack on the back, and so they take a whole bunch of other stuff with them in this tray. It's a full 60-inch slide, so it essentially takes the entire width of the bed and brings it right outside the van for easy access. And then on this side, we have the cabinet which houses our EcoFlow system. This is a 5 kilowatt. There's also a couple little cubbies in here for extra storage for those catch-all items. And then looking over to this side, this is our water cabinet. So below is a 30-gallon tank, which sits over the wheel arch. Above, we have all of our pumps and all the mechanical stuff that goes with the water system. And then back here is our shower. And then this guy down below is a pressurized fill. So rather than a gravity fill, we can put water in at pressure, which means we fill much faster. We also have the ability to reverse this as well. So we can use this as a spray down for bikes or whatever we want out back. So we do these full builds, but our core focus is on building a kit, which anyone can install. And that's what you see in this van. The foundation kit gets you the shell of the van and gets it campable straight away so that you can live with it and then build out from there. So we've worked directly with Ford to make a full shell that fits like factory. And then everything bolts to the chassis with the holes that exist in the van already. So our next step is to release our cabinet kits. So right now we have foundation available on our website. We're building a 3D configurator as well so that it's really easy to go and see exactly where you're going. Thanks for watching this van tour. We'd love to hear from you if you want to have a van built or if you're embarking on your own build journey. You can find us at habitatvans.com and maybe we'll see you here in the Sea to Sky one day.